protect yourself and look a certain way. Systemic racism and voting rights. There are alarming attempts to purge voters from registration rolls, disproportionately poor and people of color, in violation of the National Voters Registration Act. There are efforts to strip opportunities to vote early and vote on weekends, the period where working poor have the most access to the ballot. And let's not forget mass incarceration. And in Massachusetts, if you are labeled a felon, you are ineligible to vote. I want to talk real quickly before I wrap up about the war economy, militarism, and the proliferation of gun violence. And these were some of the demands from our moral agenda during the past 40 days. We demand an end to military aggression and warmongering. We demand a stop to the privatization of the military budget and any increase in military spending. We demand strong veterans administration systems that remains public. We demand a ban on all assault rifles and a ban on the easy access to firearms. We demand the demilitarization of our communities on the border and the interior. We demand an end to federal programs and send military equipment into local and state communities. We demand that the call to build a wall at the US-Mexico border be ceased. We demand an immigration system that, instead of criminalizing people for trying to raise their families, prioritizes family reunification, keeps families together, and allows us all to build thriving communities in the country we call home. Home for me, in 1968 as a little girl, during the assassination of Dr. King, I stared out of my living room window, so traumatized watching my mother stand down the National Guard and the police who were preparing to stone her because she wanted to look for her sons. I could hear the police dogs in the distance. I could hear the sirens in the distance. And I could also smell the smoke of 15 blocks of Dorchester, Blue Hill Avenue burning down. Today, in Roxbury, we are faced with gentrification at alarming rates as they continue to displace more people. But we say enough is enough. We are only organizing to take back what is ours. The revolutionary struggle of the workers must be all hands on deck. Homelessness, displaced workers, we need to continue to organize. Here today we stand on the shoulders of greatness. Gandhi, Dr. King. I say that I'm a descendant of the Black Panther Party. I am a descendant of Assata Shakur. We are a descendant of Harriet Tubman. We are the descendants of those who came before us, of all the movements that we had to build and fight for the plight of the poor and dispossessed in this country. For those who are fighting against this blatant war economy, ecological devastation that is destroying our planet, that is destroying our fabrics, our plants and our waters. My God, poverty, systemic racism, and the distorted moral narrative where faith leaders must be held accountable for distorting the scriptures. So from the beloved community of the Poor People's Campaign, nationally and locally, we bring you peace, we send you light, and we send you unity. Thank you.
Thank you for those powerful messages.